Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the 808 podcast where we take business owners, CEOs, marketing directors, and whoever else I feel like. It is 4 questions in 8 minutes and 8 seconds because 808 looks like Bob, and here we go. Question number 1, a few sentences. Tell me who you are and what do you do?
My name is Pascal Schoneburg. I own my own consulting firm and I specialize in financial modeling, specifically in the renewable energy sector. So, tax equity is sort of a niche market. So any wind farm you see out there, big solar farms. My background is I worked for JP Morgan and their investment banking corporate. They're the biggest investor in renewable energy projects in the US. They own about 40% share of the market. I was the head guy there in charge of the models. So I've developed an expertise in being a modeler, and I've ventured out on my own, and I have a great team assembled. And so now I do consulting for smaller development companies that don't have the in-house expertise to be able to do this complex modeling.
Makes sense. Question number 2, Pascal. What advice do you want to share? Go.
My best advice would be for those still in college, take the time to learn financial modeling. Not a lot of colleges actually have financial modeling courses. You can do this on your own, and it'll set you apart from your peers, and it'll be a skill that if you dedicate the good amount of time to it, that's invaluable and that you'll never forget. It's sort of like riding a bike,
right?
And you can immediately add value when you start at a company, right? They can just send you a spreadsheet and you don't even have to be told anything. You can add value right away, right? So that's number 1.
Well, let's stop with number 1 for a second there. So how does someone start learning financial modeling?
All right, so that's a good question. A lot of people ask me that. So I actually teach courses on financial modeling. I follow what's called the FAST standard. I was very fortunate to be taught by a co-founder of that standard, John Richter. He's my mentor. Is a brilliant guy, and it's there's a lot of online courses you can take. I'm going to start offering them on my website soon. But I can mention a couple, like F1, F9 is a great company you can go to. You can pay some money to take a course there. So it's completely self-paced,
right?
And it's relatively cheap if you think about the benefits from it. So now that's what I would suggest. I wouldn't suggest going on YouTube and trying to look at free or the cheap courses, because once you develop a bad habit in modeling, and a lot of people model badly, you'd be surprised how, companies have lost billions of dollars over stupid modeling mistakes. And you want to learn it right the first time, because once you get anchored or get taught a certain way, it makes it more difficult to change that habit later on.
And actually, to mention learning things on YouTube, I just got an air fryer. And I'm like, I just want to get some simple recipe ideas there. Oh my gosh, it has been heck, because you go there, they do the video. Oh, you want to see, it's a 10-minute video it should be 2 minutes. Oh, you want to know the actual recipe? Go to our website. Oh, it's supposed to be a 20-word, document for the website there. Let's make it a 1,000-word blog article. It has just been huge.
Oh yeah, and they use clickbait, like how to learn financial modeling in 5 minutes. It's BS. Like,
right.
Don't fall for it. Like, nothing great comes easy, right? You got to put in your time. I've put in my 10,000 hours, on this. And not to say that you need to put in that much time, but don't fall for those gimmicks, the stupid 6-minute ab type of approach for financial modeling. It does not work. It's a marketing gimmick, and I personally can't stand it.
You and me both on that part there. That's why I do this podcast short. Let's skip all the BS. Just get right to the good stuff there. Hey, and we're running out of time, so let's get to question number 3. What other top CEOs, business owners, marketing directors, influencers. Basically, who do you want to give a shout out to?
Okay, so I mentioned John Richter. He, you know, I was at his house and he taught me how to model, and I was one of the person where I had developed a pretty decent modeling skill set, but he was so brilliant. I said, I'm going to forget about everything I've learned and I'm going to listen to this guy because this guy knows what he's talking about. So I'm still very good friends with him. I always thank him. Like, I have my whole career as a thank for him. So I got to give a shout out to John Richter. And I'd also like to give a shout out to Rich Wiggins. This guy, a brilliant writer, very smart guy. He writes for Institutional Investor magazine. And my managing partner or partner for a company, Michael Edessis. He's a very prolific writer, brilliant guy, mathematician and PhD. He's so inspiring. You know, he doesn't care about money. He doesn't care about the selling things. He just wants to learn and write honest, intellectually honest articles on today's problems in renewable energy and how to solve them.
Perfect.
So
perfect.
those are, and then my team real quick. Sorry, I'd like to, Alex is here. She's an amazing person. I met through a consulting gig that I did in Texas. She's absolutely fantastic. Carissa, she's also wonderful and absolutely fantastic. And I have a guy, Promise from Nigeria. He specializes in data visualization. Mm-hmm. So he's part of the team. And
hey, Pascal, I know you want to give more people shout outs, but we have 1 minute, 20 seconds left. So let's get to question number 4. Tell me about your first sale.
Okay. The first one that I guess that I'm the proudest of is actually the one where I met Alex, which was I was hired to do from my company to do the financial modeling for a $19 billion project for a high-speed rail in Texas.
Nice.
And I essentially single-handedly replaced an investment bank, like a team of investment bankers. And I was very proud of getting that engagement. And it was very lucrative and it was challenging. It was infrastructure finance. I'm more in renewable finance. So that what I would consider that my first, like,
first sale that you remember the most. I totally get there. Yeah, hey, you got 25 seconds left, so we can do some promo time. Ask me a question, talk about the weather, whatever else you want to go for it.
Okay. So real quick, people could follow me on LinkedIn. Look me up. My name is Pascal Schoneburg. And also M1K, I have a page on LinkedIn, M1K. If you could follow that, I'd appreciate that. My website is M1K LLC.
Oh, that is actually the time right there. That was the beep. So there we go. You pulled it off. 4 questions in 8 minutes and 8 seconds. Why is it 8 minutes and 8 seconds?
Because 808 looks like Bob.
You did it there. Hey, your website, say it real quick.
I'd rather say real quick to my boys, Luca, Julian, Oliver, I love you. I miss you. And website, m1klllc.com.
It's in the description. It's magic. Pascal, thank you so much for being on. Tip of the hat to you.
Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. And for everyone else watching or listening, I'm legally required to tell you to like, share, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, ring the bell, whatever the heck the social media network tells you to do. You all have a wonderful day now. Talk to you later. Bye.